Hey, welcome and namaste all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Unfortunately, through the unforeseen circumstances, nothing major, I cannot be here. It's 4:30 now. So I'm going to record this video and obviously upload it on the Facebook instead of being me live at 5 o'clock. I really apologize. Sometimes things come out of hand and we cannot be in the place where we want to be. So I need to be out by 5 o'clock today. So today, this is the last of the series of the back bend. Last few weeks I've been working with, extension of the spine, elongation of the spine, working the posterior chain muscles, and then working the front as well, chain muscles, the anterior chain muscles. Coming to a big pose called Urdvha Dhanurasana, upward bow pose. Previously in this morning I posted the pictures and some ideas or some kind of details about this pose. This is really deep pose to activate through the shoulder, head of the arm bone. You need to go back. You need to lengthen and stretch it in your quad and your hip flexor. And that's why often you see it when we go into Urdhva Dhanurasana, your toes want to roll out. And when the toes roll out, this is an external rotation of your hips and thigh. And what happens is you're compressing your lower back. And also, last few weeks, I was working with the shoulders rotation and then the range of motion in our shoulders. So it's really deep. I have a kind of fairly low season. I'm going to move to this beam. I'm going to show you what I mean by this. When you take your arms over your head, you can use this as a wall or like a door support. When you take your arms and you start to move slightly forward, let me turn this way. And when you start to move forward, this is what I mean by the head of the arm won't go back, a deep external rotation of your shoulders, and this is opening. So this is the form with the arms, if your palms pressing upward. So I'm lucky I got a little low beam to help me so I can push my arms or my palms into the beam, light bend the knee, and then that feels so amazing for my shoulders to open. But I'm not hyperextended. So I did this a lot in my past, in the past when I was practicing yoga, I'm strong in my back and I'm so grateful, but often I compress in here. I don't have enough length to open up. So this is the form. If you think about it, notice when I come to Urdhva Dhanurasana, you press upward and squeeze the head arm bone back to the center, and you push the sky or the arms up to the ceiling. This is exactly as you're pushing your weight away from the earth. And that helps you to open the shoulders. You're gonna fire up your core, lower abdomen, quads, and thigh. So the same thing if I'm taking my arms without any support, often the shoulder do this at the back. And that's when we go into upside down form. Of course, it can be tricky and then we're stuck because there's not enough movement through the heart center. And the front, the anterior chain muscles, they start to get confused, and then what happens, you compress your lower back. So really important. Please, if you haven't watched these videos before or live with me, go back and watch them. They're all going to be there forever. They're never going to be deleted from Facebook. You can always scroll back and you can watch them and then go back and practice pose and so on. So I'm going to go straight into it. So really important. It took me a while as well to get the hand position, because ideally, as I show you here, I'm going to go to this view as well. So this is your arm position. A lot of times, the hands are there upside down. Yeah, so it feels like not stacked. And it's quite difficult, but then we have to understand we are all different in our bodies. So some bodies need a little bit more work on the shoulders. So please listen to your body. I'm going to show you something quickly, and I'm sure I did this at some point. Another form how I floss. What I mean by floss, not my knees, I adjust my shoulders. So you take a strap wider than your shoulders and your feet slightly wider than your hips. And this is the flossing. This is the movement of the shoulders, head, the arm bone back. And then as you do this, there's no extension through the chest. You keep your ribs softened, core engaged, and then eventually the arms can go all the way back in the back plane and then back into the frontal plane. Now, if you notice your elbows start to bend, maybe you need to go wider. And if the shoulders feels good, you can go less wider. And then you start to move into that plane freely and carefully. So really, really important. Also, when we go to Urdhva Dhanurasana, your thumb need to be along the ears, and then your palms turn slightly at an angle. That's going to help the shoulders, and then they push through the hand. Now, this is again, when we do chaturanga, for example, if the elbow is out here, it's really tricky on the shoulders. So kind of the elbow needs to be drawn into the body to allow this movement through similar chaturanga dandasana. So they're all related. So I'm going to go into Urdhva Dhanurasana. So please watch that. I'll guide you with it. Remember, practice and ask any questions, and I'm here to support you. When you go into Urdhva Dhanurasana, feet firm on the ground, toes facing out, and you lie gently on your back. There's so many form you can take. See how my hand position, my thumb towards my ear, elbow to the sky, and the other hand. You press down, lift your hips. This is a great preparation, like a bridge pose. Inhale here. Then, of course, the second form, your head. When you head on the mat, less weight by pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. Keep your toes inward. Breathe into the anterior chair muscle. This, really, I can feel the quads and the thighs super active. Now this is the last form where we start to push into Urdhva and the stack. You can walk your toes, chest open, deep exhalation, deep inhalation. Coming out, head, elbows, shoulders. And this is really deep on the back. So please listen to your body. How you prepare, you can feel, you can see like my voice change because of course it's quite deep on the heart. The blood starts to pump, the heart starts to open, and it's so good pose for really expanding through the chest and open the heart, the anahata. So again, one more time, I do apologize for not the live videos. As I promised, something came up last minute. So please watch the videos and let me know how you get on. And always be safe when you practice. I look forward to seeing you soon. And if you want to practice live with me, I'm running your workshops on Saturday at Hot Yoga Club. And if you want to practice with me here on a Wednesday night, there's always space for you. Reach out to me, message me, and then we can sort something out. Namaste, and thank you so much for watching.